Thousands of people are homeless this after the deadly floods in KwaZulu-Natal. Heavy rain has caused extensive damage to homes as well as to infrastructure. At least 59 people have been confirmed dead so far. But the NGO Meals on Wheels has stepped in to help those in desperate need. And to tell us more about this, I'm now joined by its CEO, Ms. Nelisa Mabenge. Ms. Mabenge, thank you for your time and good morning to you. Quite a very necessary time for your organization to step in, I think, on behalf of everyone. Thank you so much for meeting the gap here. But what does that gap look like for you as an organization in terms of assisting where you can?
Good morning, Tumelo. Thank you for having me on your show, and good morning to your viewers as well. Tumelo, Meals on Wheels was established in 1964. So in terms of credibility, in terms of capacity to meet the current need on the ground, that is something that we have. We have a national footprint of 181 branches present in each province across the country. So we are very equipped and ready to respond to disasters of this nature. And over and beyond, our main focus is to make sure that every displaced family during this crisis in KZN gets to have a hot cooked meal, and that they shouldn't go to bed hungry and have to worry about sleeping with an empty stomach. Over and above that, Dumelo, I think we are looking at engaging with partners within the corporate sector and also with government, because we want to alleviate poverty and ultimately unemployment in our country. Right. That is not going to be done by government alone. That is not going to be done by any organization alone. We need to come together as stakeholders, put our various capacities into place and see how we can work together to make sure that these people are developed, trained, skilled enough to go out there and fend for themselves. So these are one of the focus areas that we have expanded into as Meals on Wheels community services in alleviating poverty and unemployment in the country.
Right. In terms of you meeting the needs of the people of KZN during this time, devastating floods, having rampant communities, what does your rollout plan look like? If someone is listening to our conversation right now, they're in need of a warm meal, they're in need of, the promises that you're making in terms of assisting them right now, where do they go? Where do they find Meals on Wheels today?
Yes, indeed. We do have a very capable and committed and dedicated team that is currently on the ground in KZN. We were one of the first responders to the disaster. So practically our name now comes to play. We really have put our meals on wheels. We know that the various displaced families cannot make their way to where our branch kitchens are currently set. So hence we are making sure that we mobilize on the ground to make sure that the displaced community members and families are reached in every affected area. So our meals are literally on wheels as we speak. So because we are well aware of the situation on the ground, that people have moving around. So hence we are going to those affected areas to make sure that every displaced family gets a hot cooked meal.
Yeah. You also mentioned that you're working alongside partners. You're not doing this alone. How do partners get a hold of you? How do they assist in perhaps dropping off food or even donating to Meals on Wheels?
Absolutely. We are taking private donations. They can go to our website, which is www.mow.org.za. All the information is there, and they can get a hold of us. We are also inviting corporates to please come through and partner with us as we are trying to make sure that we assist over and above feeding these displaced families by clothing them and providing them with blankets and any other necessary needs. So we are in need of other organizations that can partner with us to ensure that our meeting the needs of the communities currently is met quite effectively.
And how long will your relief efforts go on for, Ms. Mabenge? Because understandably, people are trying to pick up their lives. Homes have been rampaged by, the floods. I saw videos of people already starting to clean out the water, damage to furniture, to property, to roads. So those efforts will be ongoing. And I just wonder, for how long will you be, of course, assisting during these devastating floods? How long will your presence be felt there?
Tumelo, our presence will be there every single day until this disaster is over.
Yeah.
We as Meals on Wheels, we make it sure that ours is to make sure that every single family has a hot cooked meal every single day. We feed 2.4 million people every single month. That is what we do. So in a crisis like this, we will see to it that we are on the ground, that we are supporting them until they are out of this disaster completely. We will work closely with government to make sure that we alleviate them from the current pressures that they're going through. Meals on Wheels Community Services is there, and we want to make sure that nobody is left behind.
Well, we appreciate, of course, this assurance and the time that you took out to speak to us this morning, Ms. Nelisa Mabenge. And thank you so much once again for meeting the gap where it's needed the most. Meals on Wheels CEO, that is, of course, Nelisa Mabenge, doing what they can to assist. And, of course, you can go and donate if you're corporate, if you're an individual. Go to their website in terms of getting more information about how you can be a part of course, the relief efforts there.
Yeah, the relief efforts, not just to feed people, of course, but along with Gift of the Givers as well. We'll bring you that story later, how you can donate to Gift of the Givers to do whatever it is that they need to, as far as providing shelter, getting people into warm beds overnight as well. So it's Meals on Wheels providing food, Gift of the Givers doing what they do. Our team still on the scene there, of course, as this state of disaster to be declared for the KZN province. A number of people losing their lives, roads damaged, houses collapsing, entire roads and highways being flooded badly as well. And to add